Now time for the 7 things you'll be talking about today. Number 7.
Former President Donald Trump has shown a lot, and I mean it, a lot of restraint over the last couple of days. I'll just be completely honest with you. And I love to see this restraint. It's nice to see it. But yesterday, he was sharing posts on social media calling for a public military tribunal for former U.S. Representative Liz Cheney. And it's, probably shouldn't be doing that. But anyway, that's what he was doing. But he should still stay a little quiet, let Joe Biden burn himself down as we do this. He also said that Kamala Harris and Joe Biden maybe should be jailed, that kind of stuff. Liz Cheney responded by saying, "You're not an adult." And I'm thinking to myself, did you guys have like a public show trial where Donald Trump didn't even get to speak, but you guys basically convicted him? Okay, just checking. Just checking.
Number 6.
The first prosecutions under a new Alabama law passed in April of 2024 that lets drug dealers be charged has resulted in charges for 4 in Baldwin County. These residents were charged with manslaughter following the fentanyl overdose death of a young woman in Orange Beach. Overdose deaths in Baldwin County have risen sharply in recent years, with a significant portion involving fentanyl. And while authorities aim to send a strong message to drug dealers about the severe consequences of their actions, putting them in jail is a good plan as well. I mean, yeah, they don't care about the consequences of their actions. They're there to make money. Locking them up, even if they don't learn a lesson, is fine with me. Put them away and make sure they can't hurt anybody else. Cool. I'm down with that. I have no problem with it at all. Lock them up.
Number 5.
The fact that Joe Biden is still out there making the arguments he's making is kind of funny because after scaring most of America with his performance during his disastrous debate, 75% of Democrats now want someone else other than President Joe Biden. But this is complicated. As polls testing all sorts of potential replacements for Biden are taking place, there's a lot of arguments going on right now that maybe Michelle Obama is the only one who can save the day. Michelle Obama, who's never been a politician ever, but neither was Donald Trump. Remember that? Well, the betting markets have Michelle Obama beating Donald Trump. That seems to be the way this is going, and they're the only one that says it. Is Michelle Obama some like wildly popular figure that I just don't understand? Maybe I've missed this.
Number 4.
We'll stay with Joe Biden here for just a little bit because President Joe Biden has a wild new lie ready for his poor debate performance, and it's ridiculous and untrue and very embarrassing. Quote, "I wasn't that smart." Okay, all right, that's true. We can just leave it right there. But President Joe Biden says, "I decided to travel around the world a couple times, going through I don't know how many time zones. For real, I think it was 15 time zones." By the way, he doesn't think it was 15 time zones. For real is a classic Joe Bidenism for I'm a terrible person and a terrible liar, and I'm going to lie some more. He also said that he didn't have enough time to rest, even though he was at Camp David the week before this debate. He'd been off his foreign trip for 12 days, and he was apparently napping in the middle of the day. Good for him. At least he's got nothing else going on, but he was napping in the middle of the day in order to build up his energy. So congratulations to old Joe there.
Number 3.
Oh, no, we're sticking with Joe Biden. Hold on. The knives are now out for President Joe Biden, with new reports showing the elderly and now orange president is scaring his staff blankless. That's a Politico report. Yep, that's right. Joe Biden is scaring his staff blankless. They're afraid to brief him. He doesn't like having briefings. Kamala Harris apparently does not like having briefings either, which, by the way, you like that. They're trying to basically say, well, Kamala Harris, she's a mess too. I mean, he's not the only one that's a mess. Look at Kamala Harris. And the White House says Biden is totally not scaring his staff. they love him and respect him, and he's the greatest human being that ever lived, with one of his press secretaries saying, that's simply not who Biden is. But they also claim that he was mentally fit and stuff like that. So just, take what they're saying with a grain of salt.
Number 2.
No surprise to anyone actually paying attention to what's going on in the state of Alabama. Homicides in Birmingham are up. Yes, Birmingham and Jefferson County has seen an increase in homicides in the first half of 2024 compared to the same period in 2023. Birmingham recorded 75 homicides, a 15% increase from last year. Well, the county had 98 killings, up by 2. But don't worry, guys. Crime is down overall in the community, which nobody believes. By the way, nobody believes that. They're having shootouts in the street. Nobody believes crime is down. So they can sell that if they want. The national media is trying to sell that, and so is Joe Biden. So there you go. Take that with what it is. Randall Woodfin has some theories, and one of the things he wants to see is a return of honor. Like, look, if you thugs want to kill each other in the street, that's fine. But leave the women and children alone. That's the mayor saying that, by the way.
Now, time for the number 1 thing you'll be talking about today.
Joe Biden is melting down, and Donald Trump is having the best week ever. It's unbelievable. It's unfortunate this week is so short, because this week just continues getting better and better and better for Donald Trump. He says, hey, I don't think I should have to deal with this trial. And the district attorney there, Alvin Bragg, says, yeah, I don't think we should have to deal with this anyway. The sentencing of his trial. He says, yeah, we shouldn't have to deal with this. So let's not do that. And it's beautiful. It's a thing of beauty. They're pushing it back to September. And the judge, in this case, Judge Bershon, he responds to all this by going, yeah, we'll push it back past September if we ever have to do it at all. And that's not like, kind of a flippant tongue-in-cheek thing. That's in the documentation. The judge says, yeah, listen, we'll figure all of this out. And if we have to have this sentencing, I guess we'll just go ahead and do it. I mean, here's the final sentence in Judge Bershon's letter saying, okay, let's move it to September 18th. The final sentence is this. The matter is adjourned to September 18, 2024 at 10 a.m. for the imposition of sentence, if such is still necessary. This guy is the luckiest human being that has ever lived in the history of the world. The main thing Donald Trump has going for him is the quality of his enemies. Just think about it. He was supposed to be sentenced next week. And he has now got it pushed back to September 18th. And the judge who has ruled against him over and over and over and been unfair and unfair and unfair says, I mean, if it's necessary, we'll sentence him down the line. Congratulations to Donald Trump. You lucky son of a gun. Unbelievable. If you'd like to weigh in, you can do so. It is all very, very simple. All you have to do is get in here right now on the QC Kinetics free speech phone lines at 866-494-WVNN. You can obviously text in here on the scoutpestcontrol.com WVNN hot take text line at 866-494-WVNN, or email us.
You've got mail.
Dale at WVNN.com. All different ways to jump in here on the 7 things. Get your questions in for 10 with him. And we come back, I'll tell Emily why she's wrong for being a big Karen about fireworks being fired off a little bit early during Independence Week. Stay tuned.
Get WVNN's Dale Jackson's 7 things you should be talking about today right in your email box every morning. Go to yellowhammernews.com and sign up today.